What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I'm back with the next in my top 5 movies from every year that I've been alive. We're up to 1994. I do have a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I sound sick. I am, but I want to make sure we get the next in this series going today. Again, top 5 from 94. This is a good year for me. There was a lot of movies I liked. It was kind of tough to narrow it down to 5, but I did. And these are my 5 favorites. Of course, not saying these are the 5 best of 94. That's very subjective. These are just my 5 personal favorite movies from 94. Now, before I share them with you, if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, and go ahead and leave us a thumbs up and a comment. You already know the drill. I love reading everybody's list, so leave me your top 5 from 94, and if it's too hard, just give me your top 1, at least. I want to know your favorite. Okay, starting with number 5, and it seems like every list I do, there's one of these movies that gets in there when I'm looking through that's like just a childhood favorite of mine, and this is that movie. I still know a lot of people who have never seen it, and I can't really say it's of great quality, but I love it, and I watched it on tape a lot when I was a kid, and that's going to be Camp Nowhere, starring Christopher Lloyd, Andrew Keegan, of course, teenage heartthrob of the 90s. You can get Jessica Alba in here. It's like her debut movie or something. She doesn't talk or anything, but she's in there. I love this movie. It's about a bunch of kids who take money from their parents, trick them into thinking they're going to real summer camps, and then they make their own summer camp. And it's one of those childhood wish fulfillment movies. It's fun. It's not great, but I like it a lot. All right, these next 4, to me, I mean, this was where it was really difficult. I love all these movies. There is an obvious number 1 because it's in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, but all the rest of these I love a lot. Next is going to be Leon the Professional. I think it's just, most people, it's either Leon or in like the US, it's like The Professional. But this is Leon the Professional on here. Amazing movie. Jean Reno is fantastic. Gary Oldman as the villain, incredible. Young Natalie Portman, great in this movie. Just everything about it. It's a little weird as far as like the relationship's a little weird, and Gary Oldman's super weird in it, but it works. Luc Besson really did his thing with that movie. I absolutely love it. Next up, another classic, Forrest Gump. Of course, Tom Hanks, Oscar winner for this movie. I've seen this so many times, I can't even tell you. I absolutely love this movie. I love the score. I love the acting. I love the story. I know in recent years, it's kind of had like this, I mean, it was always popular, but it almost had like this sort of reevaluation where a lot of people were saying they didn't like it that much. And I'm not in that camp. I still think it's an amazing movie and just a great film in general. Like I really don't have any complaints, and I don't understand that whole thing. All right, next up, an action classic, an absolute classic. Of course, I'm talking about Speed. Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Dennis Hopper, great villain. I love this movie. I saw it when I was young. It came out, 94, I would have been 7. And I don't know if I saw it when I was 7, but I definitely saw it when I was young. And I liked it then, and I love it now. I can pop this on anytime, and I'll have a really good time with it. Just a borderline perfect action film. Borderline. And my number 1, to me, the best movie of 1994. My favorite comedy of all time. My favorite Jim Carrey movie of all time. And he had 3 movies in 94. It was a good year for Jim Carrey. He, of course, had Ace Ventura come out that year. He had The Mask come out that year. And I love both of those movies as well. But my number 1, Dumb and Dumber. I mean, just a comedy. Like, I'm not really into modern day, like the stupid comedy where it's like adults acting like kids kind of thing. But Dumb and Dumber is the one that I think is so smartly written. Jeff Daniels is great. Jim Carrey's amazing. And I love that movie. I laugh. I went to Colorado. I actually went to the hotel, Stanley Hotel, where they filmed scenes from Dumb and Dumber. So I was like, it was, of course, that hotel was the inspiration for The Shining. I guess Stephen King was staying there when he wrote it. I don't care about that. I was happy to be there because it was the hotel where they filmed Dumb and Dumber. So I was the only one in my group that was like that excited about it. Whatever. Those are my top 5 from 1994. Camp Nowhere, The Professional, or Leon the Professional, apparently, Forrest Gump, Speed, Dumb and Dumber. Anyway, again, leave me in the comments. I want to know your top 5 from 94. Until next time, take it easy.